Yo, what's going on? Welcome to Aptos After Dark. Tonight, we're going to be diving into some of the big updates in the Aptos ecosystem. We're also going to be joined by Hair Token and someone I'm very excited to have in the space. We're finally nailed down an AMA with the founder of the Pixel Pirates, and we're going to be doing that tonight with my co-host, Atreyu.
Hey, Sneezy, what's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Really excited to be here. And I guess as we jump into things, if this is your first time here, welcome to Aptos After Dark. Really excited to be joining. Please jump in and subscribe on YouTube and Spotify. We also now have an X account. If you could throw us a like and follow, or a TikTok, which we just have kicked off. We're on TikTok as well now. Throw us a like and subscribe on all the content we continue to push out every single week about everything going on at Aptos. Super pumped about today's episode. I don't know why, but I'm sure we're gonna get to that in a little bit. So let's get
How
it.
excited are you to talk to Pixel Pirates? I'm very excited to be talking to Pixel Pirates.
I think I'm pretty pumped to be talking about Pixel Pirates.
Oh, dude, no, I was planning on making you talk in the third person for that whole hour segment.
Yeah, I'm pumped. I'm excited that we're here. I think you hit the nail on the head with the finally here. So we've made it.
Let's go. I'm very excited to jump into that. I should tell everybody what you're not going to find tonight. You will find lots of alpha built pixel pirates. You are not going to find any financial advice. This is just a bunch of very cool people talking to very cool people about a whole bunch of awesome stuff that's going on in the Aptos ecosystem. If you are interested in anything we're talking about today, get a Petra wallet, get involved.
Let's go. Heck yeah. Man, it's gonna be a fun episode. We got a lot to cover. Last week was exciting. We touched on so much last week. We had amazing guests joined on the previous episode. So if you haven't checked out as well, we should probably start pinning probably to the Megatron here on everything about last week's episode with Aptopia, Mirage, and Kid Labs. It was a fire episode if you haven't had a chance to take a peek yet.
Yeah. Kid Labs, they're a whole vibe.
Yeah, I mean, we walked away with that last week's episode, the TLDRs, that there's a party happening in New York, and Kid Labs is all about it. Like what an episode that was! Holy cow!
Yeah, let's go. Speak of the devil. We said Kid
Seeing
Labs 3
popping in.
times. Let's go.
Seeing pop in. Let's go. Yes, amazing. Huge shout out. Let's find some of that content. So we should probably pin that to the top, shouldn't we? Yeah, we probably should.
Oh yeah, because it has all the links to like the YouTube and the Spotify. So I can't wait to get into some of the Aptos announcements. Do you mind if I start pinning some of those? Am I going to front run?
Yeah, let's do it. Do it. Oh, you're probably gonna front run me because I'm still trying to find everything. But yeah, just let's run it.
I'm not on my account. I gotta see if I can do this from the computer. Oh, the unpreparedness is killing me.
And we're gonna do a whole bunch of pinning.
Nope, it's on you.
Okay, well I'm gonna grab the YouTube first, and then once I get YouTube, I will then start sharing the Spotify. It's crazy that I don't have these links just always ready. But also wait a minute, Sneezy. Where is this? Oh my gosh, we have a website now. I forgot. What the heck? Use the freaking website. It has all of the things. Okay, so we're gonna just pin the website, and then we're gonna be talking about some more stuff. So maybe we just start jumping into things. I'll start pinning as we are discussing.
Yeah. First one, the TVL. Aptos' TVL. Since the beginning of 2024, I think it's tripled. You're going to find that post in the chat and pin it up top.
Bam. Okay, let's get that.
Yeah, but I can't help but think that has a large part to do with how much has happened in the DeFi space. Like Tal has been killing it. You've seen Amnis with the liquid staking just absolutely crushing it.
All right, so I grabbed the Aptos TVL one. And yeah, they go into a lot of the fundamentals of Bitcoin L2 stacks, is bringing its SB2C to the Aptos network, allowing Bitcoin to be securely used on Aptos, which, by the way, is just like a subtle, that's just kind of sick. That's awesome. I'm just saying. Tau Labs and their collateral auctions for mod, and Kana Labs integrating Aconia, on-chain order books to introduce a game changer for Aptos DeFi. Yeah, it's a lot of good stuff. We can't obviously forget Merkle. It's always crushing it. I got the right tweet, right? Just to make sure.
That is the one.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, the one on here, I haven't looked enough into Meso Finance. That's my homework this week. I'm gonna do a little bit of a deep dive into them. Maybe we'll get them on the show.
That would be awesome. The Merkle crew, if we can get those guys on here a little bit more, that would be sick too, because they are just shipping. They are always having a good time with what they're building too, and they've gamified the experience they got in a big way. I am not good at using their tool as far as the longing and shorting of things, but what I will say, it's fun. Even though I'm like, if you ever copy trade me, expect to go straight to the ground. So don't do that.
And this is why there's no financial advice.
Zero financial advice. So yeah, they would be cool. They would definitely be cool. Echelon's another great one, right? Yeah.
That we'll talk about it a little bit later, but emoji coin.
Woo, woo. Oh yeah, let's go.
There's been a bunch of exciting stuff that's coming that has been elevated from soon to very soon. Those are technical terms. Don't ask me what those timeframes mean. But it elevates my excitement, much like them elevating their readiness.
Let's
I know, man.
do we have
I'm a
a
geek
do,
for
do we
that
have
shit.
a do we have a tweet from the emoji fun one that we can
Oh, I'll get it. I'm on it.
Nice. Yeah, that would be fun to pin at the top as well, as I'm still investigating where the heck our website is. Dang it, Sneezy. Oh my god, what the heck? Yeah, guys, we're gonna be better, but it's also a new thing for us having all this stuff. We're shipping as well. Okay, I think this is it. Damn, look at that. Okay, cool. I'm gonna pin that. We have a website. No.
Struggling.
Any luck on your side?
Oh yeah, no, I got a couple pinned to the top.
Okay, so
The fuck was that?
emoji coin dot fun. Literally, that twin post is hilarious. It's literally just the emoji, a winking face with the soon emoji, followed by some photos of a zoomed out camera of a camera looking at
No,
a bowl.
I'll go nuts posting their stuff. Their intern is posting some unreal content. Everybody
That
should
is
follow them and
hilarious.
go engage with it.
Honestly, not getting
Bullish
the
on
love
the
it
emoji
deserves.
coin intern. 100%.
It should be getting more love. That's really funny.
Yeah,
Let's
no.
see.
Alex Marconia is one of the smartest dudes I've ever talked to. So I'm very excited for emoji coins. Pretty much anything Aconia is doing. Actually, talking about Aconia, they Gui Inu is the first community token on their order book. There's a Gui Aptos pair. See how I did that? I said it both ways. Cover my ass.
It's square, right? Or no? Gooey.
Bro, I still don't fucking know. Dude, I've been helping them for like almost a year now. I still don't know how to say it properly.
Well, we got someone up here, the man, the myth, the legend, that might know.
Oh, the mullet. What's up, Brent?
It the space bleeped out for a second as I was requesting to come up to speak, but I heard you say you're excited about emoji coin. I wanted to know what emoji coins you were excited about. I got to talk to Alex a long time ago, and I was like, hey, are there any emoji pairs or any emojis that are like off limits? And he was like, no, like it's pretty crazy, but they're not really. So I'm super excited about what's possible. There's a lot of innuendo that can be had, but I'm
Yeah,
curious.
like some of my favorite emoji pairs personally are the water droplet emoji with the eggplant emoji, and also the beach emoji with the eggplant emoji. I feel like those are going to be pretty popular ones.
I 100% agree with you. I replied to one of their posts with it was the sloth post, a sloth with the water drop emoji, and then I tweeted it. I didn't think about it, and then I looked at it afterwards, and I was like, my God, this is inappropriate, but let's go, baby.
The mullet has spoken.
Yo,
The mullet, it's taking over,
business,
man. I have
business
no
in the front, degen in the back. We got Web3 mullets, bro.
Yes, I love it.
Oh shit, that's funny. Yeah, no. Yeah. So those are the two I'm probably looking at. What pairs? Okay, let's go around the room. Atreyu and then Brent. Oh no, Atreyu's having issues.
Does that mean it's my turn?
Yes, it's your turn.
Well, I'm gonna I don't want to say the SQU word for the water droplets. I got to remember to say water droplet. But water droplet plus anything, I think, goes a long way.
Yeah, I feel water droplets are going to go hard. I
It's
feel
a
like
slip.
Peach is going to be another one that's going to be in a lot of pairs.
Yeah, I agree with that. The Rockets are probably going to go far. Not financial advice. This is just speculation on emojis.
Yeah, dude. Like, I just can't wait until we're having spaces dedicated to just emojis. It's like the happiest form of degenning you could possibly do.
I think you guys are.
I lost so much money on the rolling on the floor laughing emoji.
I think you guys have hit the nail on the head on the trends that we're about to be seeing though in emojis.
Well, you just said nail on the head. Now I'm thinking hammer and head face. So,
ooh,
Bullish.
yeah, that's gonna go a lot of different ways.
This is going to be a lot of fun though. A lot of fun.
Yeah, we did not make it very far into the updates. We got totally totally derailed by emojis, and I'm okay with it.
Definitely okay with it. I mean, the cool thing is like Alex put here, right? Like it's an open source tool and project. So like that's also pretty darn fun. So I do think that's going to be fun to see them push this out, but then also, yeah, having that as an open source project is freaking awesome.
I just love stuff like that where it's just like, here you go, and then they let the community run with it.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. It's worth being celebrated to say the least.
100%. Could not agree more. Wait until Alex starts having to write AIPs because of it. Bullish.
You think? Bullish?
Oh, bro, I'd put fucking 10 Aptos down that within 6 months Alex has some kind of AIP forward based off of emoji coins.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's let's see how that that goes. I actually don't even disagree. I think that's pretty spot on. Dang. Didn't even think of it though, but now that you say it, like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Anybody to take that bet. It's a foolish bet to take because yeah, not financial advice, but I'm pretty sure that's going to happen.
Well, some other exciting stuff going on that I know we were going to chat about was the foundation and Micah or Mika.
Ooh, I was just going to say that's going to be another problem word.
Mika.
I'm going to go with Micah and probably be proven wrong, just like every other time I pick a side.
See, Micah, the Crypto
yeah.
Alliance is a collaborative initiative established by the DLT Science Foundation designed to streamline and enhance compliance with the markets in crypto assets, or MICA regulation. That's where it stands for, Markets in Crypto Assets. Didn't know that. Now I do. Governed by its members, including L1 and L2 protocols and exchanges, the Alliance fosters uniformity and comparability in white paper content and sustainable indicators. There's more, but I think maybe that's where I pause for now, because that was a lot of information for in relatively complex. I don't know.
I think
What's
from
going
a
on
tech standpoint, those are two projects that I'm very bullish that they're going to be working closely with HBAR and XRP.
Dude, 100%. That's the coolest part, right?
That's my takeaway. Like, I've never really deep dove into the communities with HBAR or Ripple, but from a tech standpoint, those were tokens that were around when I was still using Reddit to get all my information and was like doing research solely on like the tech behind a chain.
Yeah, I mean,
good spot to be in.
Definitely
like
a good
that.
spot to be in. Yeah, and it's also what Micah or Mika is focusing on is pretty darn cool as well. So I don't know. They're transforming the world of Web3 as we work together and set new standards and pave the way for a compliant and sustainable future. So it's like really driving that mission forward, that, you know, to help push the industry in the right, maybe not the right is the best word, but like a better direction, or an aligned direction, maybe. I don't know. It's cool. And these are great projects, like strong, like, yeah, been a while. They've been, Ripple, Hedera, been around.
I don't know. I just think like every opportunity Avery has, he will remind us that the mission is to decentralize the internet. Like, they're building the future of finance and the future of the internet.
This is the path forward, enabling that future, right? Making sure that things are happening can be done. Like you look
at some of the other
big picture.
partnerships, like what was it, a month and a half ago, the partnership announced with Chainlink also.
Yep. Yeah, that was not that long ago either. It's cool. It's great to see. I mean, big moves in with a pretty dang big mission, to be honest. The standardization is huge, so it's great to be in the leading front of it too. There was another big announcement, wasn't there? With what was it, with NVIDIA? Where's that one at? Should we? Or wait, actually, we have the lights, camera, action tweet as well to talk about. Maybe those are the next two that we talk through quickly.
Oh yeah, no, 100%, because that AI partnership is huge.
Let me find a tweet for that one. Where? Oh, here it is. Singapore dubbed the most. Is it the Ignition AI Accelerator? Is that?
Yes, that's the one. That's the one.
Cool. Dude, this is big, yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna push blockchain AI, especially in the APAC region.
So the partnership goes beyond support. We're breaking down barriers to AI adoption, leveraging Microsoft OpenAI service, and unlocking access to global markets. The future isn't coming, it's already here, and we're leading the charge. The growth potential for AI is unmatched, says Bashar Lazar, head of grants and ecosystems at Aptos Foundation. That's pretty huge, yeah. I mean, I feel like Aptos has a pretty close relationship with the AI community as a whole, right? Because didn't we partner with Aptos? Aptos has partnered with Microsoft at a certain point, right?
That is correct.
So they're just like extending now further into AI now even more closely with NVIDIA.
Correct.
Yeah, it's freaking awesome.
Right?
it's super cool. When can we use AI to write Aptos Move smart contracts? Can I just throw that out there? Just when? Oh my gosh, why can't I prompt ChatGPT with Move contracts, you know? Just saying.
I would say probably not that far away.
Yeah, I don't think we're that far away either.
Oh, that's pretty exciting. Hold on. This one wasn't on the docket, but give me a second to see if I can find it.
Honestly, that's going to be super fun because honestly, the dev docs are so good right now that I feel like if that was the case where you had a little coder that helped you on the move contracts, like using the dev docs as your partner with the AI, like man, I think you can get pretty darn far once that time comes. It's even as a non-engineer, it's going to be really fun to see what people are building as we get closer to that reality. Because the dev docs are damn good, pretty darn good.
Yeah, that's what I was just trying to find. It was David, Dr. Walensky, that made the post, just talking about how Aptos has the best developer documentation in Web3, with a little bit of an open challenge.
Literally the most open challenge you can get. Prove me wrong is the first three words. Let's go, David. Let's go. Dang, love it.
Yeah, and then you had in projects like Move Spiders. Like they really are doing the most in terms of making it easy for developers to onboard from other chains.
Spot, yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah, it's gonna be. I mean, man, we're in such a good time to be building, and everyone that's here now and soon to be continuously as we onboard more, consumers, enjoyers, and builders. Like the foundation is this year. It's awesome.
I just can't wait. Like, just think of the amount of insanely talented devs there are in Web3 currently that are running into roadblocks on their current chains. Like, there would be more that they would want to build on chain, but it's just not feasible or practical where they are. Wait until some of those minds start onboarding on the Aptos and like watch where this shit goes.
Yeah, I mean, seriously though, right? Like that's such a good point. It's not even. I mean, extending past the dev docs. Like I don't know if you. I feel like it's something we always continue to say. It's like the dev docs are like the best starting point possible, as David's mentioning. But then like imagine you have like any follow-ups or questions. Like what was it today? There was the Move Monday space where like Greg's on a call on an X that like literally fielding questions, technical questions if you have them on an X space publicly. Like hell yeah. Not only that, like if you have questions, like I don't know about you, but I feel like the Aptos team is always always ready to support if you do have technical questions that they're like happy to help field. Like I don't know.
I could not agree more.
It's a yeah, it's the sentiment like of Aptos in general. It's like very welcoming and friendly in comparison to maybe some other chains where you might feel isolated or on your own. Nope. That I think spans across not just the tech side as well, right,
It's,
Sneezy?
well, and that's just it. From a community, from a technical standpoint, when you come to Aptos, everybody sincerely wants to see you win. Whether that's the Aptos team, the engineers, other projects, community members, when you come here, there's a legitimate, tangible like want from the community for you to succeed. It's that abundance mentality we always talk about. Like everybody wants everyone else to win because it's better for all of us in the ecosystem. And you really like that is it comes down to abundance mindset, and that really is what you don't have on other chains. Like you look at Solana right now, and that is 100% player versus player.
Mhm. Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Not to
I
not, and I'm
mean,
not trying to throw shade. Like by no means am I trying to throw shade at Solana. That's just the reality.
yeah, and I mean it's like seeing you succeed can come in many forms, right? How you define success. Success could just mean like you want to build something for the first time ever and like get it out to market and prove that you can write some smart contract, like you can write smart contracts. Another form of success it's like internal, external, like there's a bunch of ways to think about success and define it, but I think it's a great way of just reiterating like success means like whatever you want to do, like there's a way to help. There's a welcoming and supportive community and like teams and members and enjoyers of Aptos that are here to help you succeed, whether that's the Aptos team itself from a technical perspective or like helping you build up your community or project or a problem that you want to solve. Yeah, there's just the abundance mindset. Let's go. Abundance, baby.
So I think that's a great opportunity to throw to Hair Token. and say hello to Sai.
What's up,
If
Sai?
if you wanted to give us a little intro just about yourself before we dive too much into the project, and then we'll get into business in the front, DGen in the back.
I like it. What's up, brothers? What's happening? This is a late night for me. I've been meaning to get on one of these for a long time now. I think I tuned in for one a little bit one night, but yeah, Sneezy shows up for every hairspace, rain, hail, sleet, or snow. So I figured I got to make it on here no matter what, come hair or high water. So I'm happy to be on tonight for sure. Yeah, just cracking 2 a.m. here, but it's nice. I'm starting to get that super late night extra push. Just drank another cappuccino, so I'm ready to go. So yeah, I am Cy Sperling, otherwise known the artist known as Cy Sperling, and yeah, I'm the founder, the president of Hair Club or Hair Token. We kind of need to unify one of those names. So I've been working in the space for about 3.5 years now. I mean, in for getting closer to 5, I suppose, or 4.5. I first got in like many people in the COVID crash, May or March 2020. I mean, but I first got into stocks and around that time, and then started getting into Bitcoin. And it's so funny because then I couldn't really, like I remember wanting to buy Bitcoin like in the bottom so bad, and I couldn't somehow get my card to work on any of these apps. First, I was just going to get on Cash App, and I was like I was getting onboarded by Bitcoin maxis, and they're like, no, dude, don't buy any altcoins, just buy Bitcoin. I think a lot of people probably have this. And then finally, I got on Coinbase, and then what are these other tokens? I mean, like Bitcoin's pretty expensive. These other tokens are pretty cheap, and I ended up getting into Chainlink super early that way. I mean, just basically, being completely clueless, but being like, I like this one. This one has a nice octagon shape or whatever, and I mean that worked out great. So that was sort of my first taste, and yeah, and like real crypto gains and sort of the high of the casino. And I mean, I got hooked from then on. I mean, so that was DeFi summer, as they say now, from 2020, and then recalibrated going into 2021, and got super into one community and ended up building my way up through there. We ended up creating a pretty cool community there, and then I ended up working for the team. Went from kind of being ambassador to being community manager to then helping launch a bunch of campaigns, do a bunch of really fun stuff there, and then ended up jumping to work as head of community for another team, which did that, managed to survive the bear market doing that, which that was really lucky because we were a small team, and it was tough times. I remember people were losing their jobs left and right in that time, and I mean, not to mention entire basically projects just going blank for the period, and so managed to survive the bear market. Persevered. I didn't really have much of a traditional marketing background or tech background or anything like that. I've probably said before a few times I went from like having a small hobby farm in Northern California, 45 sheep, 20 chickens, couple dogs, cat, to making move to Europe and working in Web3 very fast. And so I had to learn a lot. Yeah, I mean, I was really clueless, so like down to everything. I mean, basically, like I've kind of been on that Mark Zuckerberg grind set of like fake it until you make it the whole way along. Like, I mean, to the point where, yeah, even some of the basic tools people would use in sort of a professional setting, I was completely clueless on. But but if you have, I think, some level of creativity and like an adventurous mindset, you can pretty much do anything, and you can pretty much like talk your way into anything and adapt and learn anything. And it's there's no better way to learn something than to learn while you're doing it. So that's kind of how I got into crypto, got into working in Web3. And actually, I never would have started working if I didn't end up if I didn't end up end up having a kid on the way, and then I was like, oh shit, I really got to get a job now. And at the time, my wife was telling me like, my wife, who's very German, was telling me, and Germans are very like structured. They don't believe in sort of like like sort of like, I don't know, American idealism or like adventurous, like I'm gonna go out and mine gold for a living, or like I'm gonna go out and work on a fishing boat. Like they don't like they in Germany, you go straight from middle school age, you're basically shipped into these categories like cattle, and then you're either in like the higher tier where you're gonna be like, potentially have some higher degree, or you're going into like you're going to be a plumber, or you're going to be a construction worker or something like that. So they're very structured. So my wife was like telling me basically I was going to have to, because I was an immigrant in Germany, had no real sort of like degree that would translate over here, or that would or transfer over here. And so she was kept telling me that I was basically going to end up on like an Uzbekistani window cleaning crew. And I was like, no, fuck that. I'm not going to do that. And I mean, I made up the Uzbekistani part because it just always sounds funnier. But I always remind her of this, that she kept telling me I was going to have to work on like a janitor crew or something. And I was like, I'm telling you, somehow, like shit posting in group chats and like goofing around on the internet is somehow going to lead to a career. I don't know how, but yeah. So anyhow, this is the long tangent of how things came to be. But then I finally had the baby on the way, bills to pay, and so that's when I connected actually with somebody that a few of us are close with here. I guess I'll just go ahead and say it. That's actually when I connected with Max at the time. This was a past ecosystem, past thing. And I was like, hey man, I need a job. If you ever got a job for a guy like me, and and actually he gave me a chance, and that was actually how I got my start. Really, big thanks to him. So I've always been super grateful for that. And then from there, went on to start, working head of community, other ecosystem, other project, and then just circled back into getting super into the the golden bowl of memes in 2023, from Peppy to Mog. I mean, fell in love with Mog, still in love with Mog, and then wanted to launch something, wanted to do something really cool, wanted to develop really something like a culture token, let's say, and then at the time I reconnected with Max, and he talked about Aptos having a underappreciated, sort of like being a good place where you could come in, get the appreciation, have the community there, have like the foundation support, and that it could be a cool place to do something. And again, going to what Sneezy said, with at the time Solana was already a cesspool. I mean, I'll go ahead and say that. That's just it's just like
He
you.
said it, not me.
And so Solana was a cesspool. Base was already sort of dying down, and then like I had already been interested in Aptos, and so I was looking at Aptos and checking it out. And funnily, I had seen like a few people cracking jokes about Mo's hair, back in 2023 or something like that. So it always kind of like stuck on my head. I was like, wow, like this guy has incredible hair. And then just from the first time I started considering Aptos, talking with Max, I was like, there's no other token I would launch on Aptos other than hair. And so that's the full course, sort of how we got here.
I'm sorry, it's Ruggin for me. Is anybody talking? No, I'm just kidding. That was the most epic,
What the fuck?
epic history of all time, man. That's so cool. I love how everything fell into place.
Yeah.
Dude,
thank you, man.
I love you even more now. So cool.
Love you too, bro. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, it's been an adventure. I mean, that's what crypto is. This is the Wild West of the internet. I don't know what else to say. It may be the Wild West, period. I don't know if we're going to get like a phygital Wild West anymore. So this is the Wild
new
West.
frontier, man. Like legitimately, it is. It's a new frontier.
I honestly, I think you're super talented in the space of I mean, the way you keep spaces going. You remind me of Sneezy, actually. The way you keep spaces going, the entertainment value, I mean, on last Friday's, or I think it was last Friday's space, the SBF thing, like last minute, all of that stuff, all those small things. I'm so glad your wife was like, okay, yeah, like he can make a career out of shit posting, because dude, I think you're absolutely crushing it.
Thanks, man.
It's very cool.
Yeah, it's been a ride, and yeah, I mean, I love yeah, the spaces have been so fun, and yeah, and the dynamic of having you and Sneezy joining the mullet vibes are off the chart, and so yeah, it's been fucking, it's really, it's so fun. I actually left my job, part because I had a new baby coming, and then part because like I was just like I was not really having fun at my old job anymore, and then I have so much hair is just like it's just so fun. Like every day I'm just like laughing my ass off about something, like working on a meme, laughing my ass off, making a video on these Twitter spaces, and just every day, it's just like yeah. So it's just it's pure pleasure.
Yo, I wanted to touch on two things.
That's awesome.
One, it is absolutely insane how the universe works. How different opportunities ending seem so terrible at the time, and it's hard to see anything beyond that L. But how all that stuff ends up putting you in the perfect place where you're supposed to be. And like low key, I feel like that's something a lot of people find when they enter the Aptos ecosystem or shortly thereafter. It's just this realization like, yo, I don't know how I fucking ended up here, but I am so glad that I ended up here. And I wanted to circle back to one point you had talked about through your epic introduction was just start. 98% of people don't fucking start. Just start. Figure it out as you go, but just start that motion. Put yourself in the game. Most people don't. Most people stay in that comfort zone.
Yeah, that's a big one for sure, because I mean, it's like when I made the transition into crypto. I mean, you have to be passionate about something for sure. I mean, like I tried even before getting into crypto. I tried dabbling in coding, and I was like, nah, this is not going to be for me. I'm not going to be like, I'm not like one of the like the coal miners where they're going to tell them just code. Like there's no
Bro, I
chance.
feel that in my core. Like I
Yeah,
want to so bad, it's just it ain't in the cards for me.
yeah. No, the one thing I really would love to get better at now is like video editing, and even maybe like some level of animation, just because I'm like, it's
Get
like
out of
when
my head, bro. That is
yeah,
100% where I want to focus my energy on learning new skills is in video editing, audio editing, and kind of post
yeah.
production stuff.
That's the funnest stuff. I mean, really, video editing, I love. I mean, I really just started getting into video editing for hair because there's so much content in my insane head, and I just like have to get it out. And then you try to work with somebody who's like a video editor or something, and you can never communicate your own like insanity to somebody and have them come out, the way you want it. It's like trying to explain, I don't know, like it's trying to explain like some sort of like mind altering experience or something. You just can't do it, and so you have to do it yourself. And that's why like I actually been working with Capwing, which is, I'd say, I don't know if I don't know if like there's probably better alternatives, but for me it's just an easy one to get started with, or it really was. And then yeah, I mean, once you put in the time, but it just takes so long. Like the video editing is really, for me still at least, like it's not just the video editing, it's actually probably like sourcing the materials. Like if you're sourcing like random footage, like it's incredibly time consuming. And so yeah, but man, it's fun.
Dude,
I just want to let you guys know that video editing is the gateway drug to coding. You will, as you learn to control different of these tools, these video editing tools, Excel macros, stuff like that, you will realize the power at your fingertips, and you will keep wanting to dive deeper, and eventually you'll get to code. I think every kid should learn how to code, and you just need the right way. And nobody's too dumb to code. You just have to code the right stuff that like gets you fired up and excited about learning new stuff. And if you're excited about video editing, then you're a software engineer. You're a software engineer at heart. I didn't learn to code until like my late 20s.
Wow. Yeah, I would love to now. I mean, like, because when I first started trying to get into it, I actually, I mean, this was pre-crypto. I didn't really have like any sort of like passion in what I was going to code. And so now I have like fantasy socialify Twitter extensions that I want to develop. And yeah, so now I would have some inspiration, and then like and so yeah, it's something I'll have to look back into. I hope to. Now it's just now it's like once you have a couple kids and stuff, it's just like time. You realize it's the most valuable commodity or whatever. It's just like, yeah, there's literally just not enough time in in the world or in life. It's so yeah.
I just want to circle back and just be like, you made it through the journey and you came out on the other side almost like it sounds like more bullish, which is awesome to hear as the bear market can be brutal in many, right? So the fact that
Oh
you
yeah.
came out being like, actually, I'm not gonna walk away, I'm gonna like triple down. And that's freaking awesome to hear because again, like
One
it
of
really,
us.
yeah,
One of
exactly,
us.
right? Like
One
it
of
does
us.
bear markets can do that, right? Like, and
Oh yeah.
here you are, like on the total opposite end of the spectrum now, from an enjoyer to now starting a project and pretty much doing what it takes to fail forward and kind of figure it out as you go and continue to move in the direction that you think is best that you enjoy, as you're saying. So it's freaking awesome to
Bro,
hear. Like, what a journey.
the
Heck
goal
yeah,
with the
yeah.
culture token, I honestly, I don't want to pre-congratulate you, but you found the perfect meme for the perfect chain. You have a great personality. I think the entire community is just wants to know when. But I'm not going to ask you when. I'm not going to ask you when yet. What I am going to ask is if you could give us a round on the hair club
Yeah,
or
yeah,
hair
certainly.
token, if you will.
Yeah. So I mean, essentially, hair token, the hair club, like what you see is what you get. I mean, it's like right now it's been the content engine, it's been the Twitter space, it's been the community, which I think like that's sort of like it's evolved so much over the last 6 months, which is kind of insane for like this might be like a record for the longest pre-launch build up for a meme token, but I don't even think we're really a meme token because I see, things going far beyond a meme. I think like I love the idea of like launching with just like a community identity, a meme, and then like going forward from there, like, with developing something bigger, but with something with actual purpose, not just like, something for the sake of something. And so, yeah, I mean, so that's basically been how it is. It's evolved so much. I mean, I think like the fact that we've been able to build a pre-launch community that's pretty strong, and with the spaces we've been doing and everything else is amazing. And yeah, and now it's really like everything comes down to the launch pretty much. It's like now I think like for a while things really cooled off, at least for memes on Aptos, and so it was like definitely it worked out. I mean, in a way where I had the new baby, so I really was just didn't have the capacity to launch during that time. And I mean, we could have probably done a fast launch, but then it might have killed us in that in between time. And now I think things are heating up again. Obviously, it's starting to get we're starting to see some meme excitement on Aptos. Things are starting to heat up. We're working now on pretty much like the heaviest thing we're working on now is the content for launch, and I think that's all going to be based around the hair drop. And so like I think like when we started this, it was like we obviously weren't really deep in the Aptos community. It was like we were new to the Aptos. I mean, we'd already been like interested and like observers, but not really in the community. And so it was much more of like an outsider standpoint, like of like, okay, let's bring in, outside KOLs and do this launch and, whatever, and see, how what we can do. And now it's kind of turned into something where it's like, okay, we have, like this needs to be like, the more you go in, I mean, the more I like, I like to say like, I like to I drink my own Kool-Aid, where I believe, this needs to be something that's a major win for the entire Aptos community. I think like in order for hair to be successful, and I genuinely like think beyond just having like a greedy sort of like value steal. I think it's like there's something uh way more significant and rewarding if we can have a launch that's really that's really rewarding, and that's a win for the entire ecosystem. I think that's something that we need more of on Aptos. We need more of like those. I know I've talked to Sneezy and talked about that GUI, which I call a GUI too. I don't know if there was a
Clay,
correction to that.
GUI, I don't know, dude, bro. The only
And
one I know is it's Aptos. It's
yeah,
Aptos because Motos
Aptos
is
is the one too.
cool.
Aptos.
I always say
Aptos.
Aptos, and that's like I
No,
don't know if I'll be able to make the
bro, I
adjustment.
still when I'm consciously thinking about it, it's Aptos. When
Yeah,
when I get going and I'm talking passionately about something, it still comes out Aptos.
yeah,
So I
Aptos.
get it.
Aptos. Aptos.
Aptos. Aptos.
Aptos. So yeah, I think like the goal here is to really launch like is to have a launch that's really aligned with the Aptos community, and by doing that, I mean we'll have everything is centered around the hair drop, and so the vast majority of that is going to the core Aptos community, starting with the collective, starting with a few other sort of like with contributors, people that have contributed. Because I mean, we have 6 months of history now. We have some really incredible people that have gone on this journey with us, and have just gotten down with the meme. And like, really, there's not been like any, it's not been like promising or whatever, or like sort of people really just got down with us, and
I think
we
that's
got
one of the
close.
coolest things is people just want to be involved with the hair token.
Yeah,
Like the community, you haven't even launched yet, and the community is enjoying the fuck out of the meme.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's a very unifying the hair. The hair Aptos is the hair chain. Like it's very unifying.
It's got the flow. Got the flow. I mean, Sneezy, you
Oh
literally
shit.
you got a mullet, dude. Like what?
No, I was gonna
Like
say,
let's
like
go.
he was talking about like the community stuff like that. Like, bro, you literally got two dudes in here rocking mullets as PFPs.
And the fact
Yeah.
that Sneezy's been trying to get me to have a mullet now since day zero of him having a mullet. Yeah.
Bro, dude, you could rock the meanest undercut mullet. Just saying. Or you could do
See
high
what I'm
fade.
saying? See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying, Simon? See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear it. Yeah, I'm 100% committed to getting the mullet, and I mean, yeah, actually, there was like I was almost got a hair tattoo the other day too, but because there was just like I don't know, like a local fair type of tattoo flea market thing, so I was gonna get like a shady flea market tattoo. But I was just probably gonna get like a like a Telegram slash command like zillion hairs tattoo. I think I'm still gonna get that, but I'm gonna have to maybe go to a shop and get it real quick or something. But yeah, I'm fully sold on the mullet, especially now. I mean, I've gone into all of this, the inconvenience of bangs and like how much what a benefit the mullet is for growing long hair without the horrendousness of having bangs get into your eyes and stuff. So yeah. But
Bro, legit, mullet's been a game changer. Confidence
I
is
mean,
up. Fucking yeah.
the
Quite
man the
enjoying
man
it as
sounds
a
like
haircut.
the man sounds like he's in the awkward stage, like hat stage of long hair. Are
yeah,
you in the
yeah,
Oh,
it's miserable.
100%.
It's miserable. It's freaking miserable. I swear. It's like my eye. Yeah, like I'm every 5 minutes, every 3 minutes, I'm having to do a hair swipe. It's just like never ending. I'm like, this is miserable. Like it's like, and then yeah, I
Rocking the
finally
Bieber
started putting
swoop.
a say it again.
It's the rocking the Bieber swoop.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I have been wearing a hat. I never wore hats. I'm wearing a hat again. My daughter
Yep.
has like these like ballerina headbands, and sometimes I'll throw one of those in my hair, and she gets angry and she's like, "Mine, Papa, those are mine." And yeah, but so I do whatever I can to keep it out of my eyes because it's miserable. And so the mullet is the answer. I'm gonna yeah. And I think once I get the mullet, we need to start. I know you guys did like live stream, with video for one of these Aptos After Darks, but we need to get we got to probably, we should do some collaboration, podcasts, live streams. I think add that element of video in, and it should be pretty fun. I think, yeah, I think definitely there's got to be like Twitter Spaces are awesome. Obviously, Twitter Spaces are on Twitter, which is awesome. But the one thing the not having like being able to have like music intro stuff like that's sort of the biggest obstacle where I guess you need to like you kind of have to have some sort of like equipment upgrade because it's like I just like I want to play intro outro music but it's just so bad that I can't I don't know that's yeah something definitely maybe Yeah, I think maybe you guys have more knowledge on than me, but something.
Oh, dude, we're just dabbling. We're sticking our toe into that big ocean.
Yeah.
Sounds like we're going to be collabing. That's what it sounds like.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
100%.
Here. Yeah. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Yo, bro,
But
that's
on
how
the
you
hair.
do it. One arm reaches up, one arm reaches back.
Yep.
Fucking
Yep.
go.
Let's fucking grow. Yeah. Yeah. So on the hair drop, I'll just say I don't want to go on any more tangent on it, but we're looking at probably three sub campaigns as part of the hair drop campaign, and that will be, I think like all things that are really fun, that are really engaging. I mean, the same sort of things that we have going now. I mean, we have something coming with Tapos, which should be really fun. I mean, like a really fun game experience. I know that people have wanted to play Tapos and actually get something sort of like something, or more tokens out of Tapos, whatever. And so that should be something really fun. Um, and then the one outside thing we're working on, which I'll do a small alpha drop here, is, I mean, sort of like the what's the word I'm looking for? The absolute like counter to hair is of course bald, which is like part of the actual original inspiration from hair was bald being base chain being bald. If you're familiar with like sort of beginning of 2023 meme cycle, where you had, first you had ETH memes blowing up, you had Pepe, then you had Mog, then you had a few others, then you had sort of a little bit of action happening on Solana, but then you had Base came, and of course Base was the new shiny thing. And at the time you had people bridging millions of dollars. There was only a one-way bridge. There was no exit. It was like the Hotel California. You could check in any time of night, but you could never leave. So there was only a one-way bridge on the base, and people were bridging in millions, hundreds of millions, and a large sum of that all went into Bald, which was like the first huge meme on base, and that went up to like 100 million within the first 24 hours before rugging. So it was like a massive rug, and at the time, I mean, this was, like a huge thing. At the time, it was, $100 million rug pull is not small. And this was before really the bull run. This was still sort of like beginning bull run. So this was pretty significant. There was a lot of rumors that this was launched by SBF. There was actually a lot of like connections, sort of loose connections between SBF and Bald. And so there was a lot of conspiracies that SBF had launched Bald from his parents' basement, and other interesting stuff was happening. And so that was sort of like what made sort of base so infamous with Bald. And so part of what we want to do with the hair drop, I was like, this would be the aspect. This is sort of like the one piece that's not targeting the core community at Aptos, is having a class action. We're calling it like the class action lawsuit, which will be like a settlement for victims of bald to receive hair. And so we are working on a cross chain hair drop for victims of the bald rug. And so this would be, something that will be, we'll be marketing heavily, and with the goal of onboarding a lot of new people from base onto Aptos. People will have a claim process to claim hair from being victims of bald. And so this is like, if you can imagine, there's a lot of great marketing angles to this, and a lot of great content to this. I mean, for anybody who's seen, like classic American class action lawsuit ads. And so, yeah, that's just a little bit of alpha with a drop, and the rest of the hair drop is targeting the Aptos core community. And so, yeah.
Yo, let's fucking go.
That's awesome.
Let's
Ton of
fucking
fun.
grow, I should say. My bad.
Yeah.
That is a ton of fun though, and what you got planned. That's awesome. Very
Yeah,
creative.
I think we're really trying to bring the hype with this one, and I think it's going to be fun. And I mean, I think we've shared a few sneak peeks. We also have a NFT collection coming soon, which I think is something we've been working incredibly hard on, or I mean, but I mean, mostly on having a lot of fun making. And so, yeah, a lot of stuff coming. I mean, super excited. I think if the stars align, I think, yeah, we could have something really significant here. And yeah, excited for all of it.
Let's freaking grow. And if you haven't yet, anyone, just go check out hairclub.io. All right. If you're curious in the vibe here, it is awesome. Your website is awesome.
Thank you. That was yeah. That's that website. Yeah, we're. I always occasionally I think about like, we should probably update that, and then I'm like, but then I get really good feedback on it. That website is actually like that is the like exact like well, it's the exact like nearly the exact archive. It's like it's just a copy of the archive website of Hair Club for Men from like 1996, and then essentially like. I just went through like and I just like literally like deleted and then like or like edited all the content in it with like whatever I could come up with that I thought was the funniest possible replacements for each paragraph or whatever, each section.
That is amazing.
Yeah, and then there's like 20 links in there that all just take you to our Telegram, so it's a trap.
I love it.
Yeah, that is awesome. Let's freaking grow. Let's freaking grow. Mullet gang showing up, hair gang showing up. We got a whole bunch of stuff to be looking forward to. This has been freaking awesome. Holy sh! I am hyped right now.
Yo, okay. I
I
think
just
we should
inched my way towards mullet life right now. It's just a small little baby
bro,
step, but
just
thanks to
do
Sai.
it. Just do it. Not, okay, this is not for anybody else. I'm giving Atreyu financial advice right now. Atreyu, financial advice. Get the fucking mullet, bro.
Get the
Yep.
mullet.
Get the mullet. I mean, it really is. The funny thing is, it's like the mullet is actually like in Europe, it's actually making a comeback. So I mean, like, I think probably in the U.S. too, but like you are starting to see more and more mullets. I don't know if it's Hair Club inspired. I don't know if Sneezy started it or if Brent started it. I don't know where it's coming from, but the mullets are blowing up. I'm seeing more and more of them. So I mean, like, yeah, I think we might have started something. It might have just been, timing. It might have just sort of been the universe sort of, giving a little message.
I think it's a sign.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yo, Atreyu. Quick reset, and then I see that we have the Pixel Pirates up here in the speakers. Do a little reset-y, and then hit up some NFT talks with the founder of Pixel Pirates. Who
Yeah,
I
I think we
finally have locked down in space. Like, honestly, one of the most elusive guests we have had to date.
hasn't been around much. I'm really curious to talk to him. Let's do this.
The mystery.
Did you want me to do the intro?
No, I want to do the reset. Oh, for fuck's sakes. I'll do it myself, asshole. Welcome to Aptos After Dark. If this is your first time tuning in, welcome. This is a space where we cover all things Aptos that happened over the last week with a couple interviews with super cool people doing cool things in the Aptos ecosystem. We are
But you're
on
not.
just about, by all
Sorry,
means,
man.
go ahead.
No, I was gonna jump into.
Bro.
I was
Oh
gonna jump
my
into
God. Yo,
non-financial advice
I'm
there.
clipping this. I'm clipping this for fuck's sake.
Keep
I
going.
was
Keep going.
just gonna say, yo, follow us on all the socials. We're on just about everything now: TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify. Give us a follow. Interact with the content. Yeah, we love you. Just keep showing up.
Legendary. Let's go. Other than me just stepping in there, Sneezy, that was flawless, by the way. Jeez.
I know.
Well, what you're not going to find here is financial advice, that's for sure. So if you are looking for it, you can quickly just leave the space, episode, whatever. What you are going to find here is awesome people talking about awesome things that we are passionate about and interested in within the Aptos ecosystem. If you are vibing in what we're talking about, please download the Petra wallet and get involved.
Let's go. All right. We've got Pixel Pirates in the house. First time having you in the space. It's an absolute pleasure. Did you want to introduce yourself and give us a little rundown about the project.
Wow. Thank you for this opportunity to get on this stage. I mean, what an honor to be here. My name's Atreyu. I'm a little nervous right now. I'm not going to lie. This is first time joining the space here. How we doing? How you doing, Sneezy?
Yo, fantastic. Absolutely
Feels
amazing.
feels awesome to be here on episode 29, talking about Pixel Pirates. Yeah, let's jump into things. Pixel Pirates related. Time to get down to business, as that's what we're doing on the Mullet Show. I mean, Aptos After Dark, business first, party in the back. Pixel Pirates, go ahead.
Never mind. No, carry on.
Carry on. Pixel Pirates is an NFT collection rated in Aptos any day now. I know we're going to jump into that in a second, but a little bit, I think, to give myself a little intro. I don't know if that's something.
That's what I asked you for. I said give us a little intro about yourself, and then jump into Pixel Pirates. It's
Yeah,
okay.
of course.
It's okay. I know you're not used to being the guest.
Yeah, this is actually super weird. Okay, let's do that. I'm going to talk about myself in a perspective. This is strange. So yeah, a little bit about me. I guess my journey also has been a long one in crypto, feeling the same as I and Hairto did with the journey, which has taken many moons to get to where we are today. But I started in crypto what feels like an eternity ago, back in 2017, working for my first crypto project in the gaming space. It was a tournament platform actually that was on the ETH chain, slightly after like the time of era of ICOs. And I quickly recognized after working there for a little while, a little over a year and a half or so, that building infrastructure on Ethereum back then was difficult days. Especially gaming related, the UX, the entire aspect, coming in for someone that's passionate about the blockchain and decentralization, but also a gamer at heart, kind of quickly recognize the difficulties of building on chain back even then. So yeah, I mean, I've been a gamer forever. I've been in blockchain since 2017, working, I guess you could say, at least at a professional level. And I've always been a gamer. I have had a few people ask me about that, but I'm a 90s kid for the most part. So I grew up when, that weird time when you still had dial up and all this other stuff, when, playing Warcraft, Frozen Thrones and Diablo 2 and Counter-Strike 1.6 and all these kind of games like you kind of grew up with when the internet was becoming a thing. And anyway, I'm aging myself for sure, but to get to where we are today and to fast forward to 2017, when I've learned about crypto, I read the white paper for Bitcoin from Satoshi, and to then bring that and blend it into something I've grown up and have been passionate about for a while, which is gaming. So it was like a dream come true, to say the least. So seeing where those pitfalls are coming and the challenges of integrating that easily back in 2017, I recognized there was still a long way to go. So, we're just going to fast forward a little bit more here, because I ended up during that bear market having the unfortunate truth of recognizing I had to leave crypto and then move back into a different space. Fast forward a little bit forward though, into 2019, 2020, I started back into crypto again. And I caught the next bull run working for an NFT project, like a marketplace, I could say, on Polygon. So I got to see what building infrastructure on an L2 was like, and the challenges and all the opportunities that came from that space involved. And it got me really excited about, what crypto and NFTs had available, this whole new ecosystem. Back in the day when Decentraland, I kind of launched on Ethereum, I was like one of the first people buying land, and when there's games being built on top of Decentraland, I was buying their assets. But what I didn't recognize was really happening was these are just NFTs, right? And that the space of NFTs started to evolve to something much bigger with more so collections and the idea of organizing community that could become something so powerful. I leaned into NFTs and that whole cycle there pretty aggressively and really enjoyed the ride, to say the least, in 2021 while working in like the L2 marketplace. So I was building tech, seeing what was available and the more scalable solutions at that time with Polygon, and also enjoying what the NFT collections had. And it was freaking awesome to be part of and see and ride the wave of all the excitement. But yeah, I mean, shortly after that, similar to my previous crypto experience, the bear market hits, and times like because I made it through. He talked about making it through, and shout out to him and his company for helping him make it through, because the company I was at, we really didn't make it through. So once again, I had to result back to realizing that the challenges and tribulations of crypto. And during those times also, we kind of seen a lot of NFT collections also stumble a little bit, right? But the memories I've created from crypto and how I got there, and the building blocks of what ended up being something that you would consider just friendships, basically, is something I carry forward to this day. And here we are, right? Now we've landed a little bit in the full cycle of coming back into Aptos. I've been on Aptos since like almost a year at this point now. I haven't really been around since mainnet, like some of the OGs here, but once I stumbled into Aptos, I mean, of course, I was exploring a whole bunch of other L1s and L2s. I'm just passionate about decentralization and crypto in general. So I'm just that nerdy guy that enjoys like sometimes reading a white paper, playing around with tech. I'm always tinkering with tech as well to just see what's available. And when I stumbled into Aptos, it was definitely an aha moment for me. Especially from building in L2s and stuff like that. It's something special on Aptos right now to what we have available at our fingertips and where things are going as an L1's concerned. I experienced Solana, and I didn't really get to building on that chain at all, but it was part of the experience of when like the chain was going down, the trade-offs they made in their infrastructure and how they built the chain. And where Aptos succeeds is it kind of really does fit the fundamentals of what you're looking for when it comes to decentralization, with that's basically the trilemma that everyone always talks about with blockchain, and somehow achieving all three. And the excitement I had when going through some of this and playing with some of the tech and tools really got me going. Where onboarding into an L1, as easy as it was, got me pumped to build an Aptos. So then, it got me thinking about what I could contribute to an ecosystem and what value I could bring as an individual, and what I could see as something that I find passionate about, right? So here welcomes the Pixel Pirates and the entire journey of how we get there. So that's a little bit about me in a deeper space than I think I'd ever talked about really on After Dark, and kind of my journey through crypto, and a little bit about me is just kind of like the nerdy tech guy that enjoys tinkering but can't code worth crap, and also enjoys gaming like a fair bit. So if anyone does enjoy gaming, they want to hit me up. Let's talk gaming.
Yeah, I absolutely appreciate the candor. And I want you to know, Atreyu, founder of Pixel Pirates, that we would never, ever ask questions like this or put you on the spot like this as Atreyu, co-host of Aptos After Dark.
What do you got, Sneezy?
Oh, I was gonna go the art. You've been holding the art very, very close to your chest. To the point I don't know if you've formally announced who the artist is. Would you be one?
Yeah.
One, do you have a goddamn sneak peek for us? Pardon my friend. And two, any alpha you can give us about the art?
Yes, to both actually at this point. I'm really pumped to be finally sharing some love to the homies that kind of helped us get to this point with Pixel Pirates and the studio and team I worked with that are legends, I think, on Aptos, and they should be, international legends at that. So Mercutio and Win run a company called Ooga Labs, and they are the team that is helping Pixel Pirates come to life. Super excited about shit.
Go, bro.
Yeah, dude.
I love
Honestly.
Wenrug and I love Mercutio. That's absolutely amazing.
Dude, and honestly, as artists, they've been super fun and flexible to work with. Like, I'm a little bit of a crazy person. They've been awesome.
Mercutio and Pecker are the only two people I know that can create art at the pace or rate that they do.
100%. 100%. And like, huge shout out to Pecker. Like, honestly, I freaking love Pecker. He's involved with Pixel Pirates in a few different ways. As pretty much our first art collab with the project ever was with Pecker. He is also a fundamental part of how Pixel Pirates is going to become a thing actually on chain. And we can tell that story someday once maybe everything is completed, at least our mint goes live and stuff like that. But it's been really awesome to work with Becker across a few different things now from the almost entire journey and spectrum for Pixel Pirates has been super cool. And honestly, Mercutio has been a legend to work with as far as getting this art to where it is today. I mean, you put a lot of love and care in NFT collections that you don't really know or think about until you're doing it. And then you're like, I think Denoshi has said this a few times, the founder of Mavericks, that you just take it for a grain of salt on just like the love, attention, and detail and care that gets into a collection to where you want it to be, and you're proud to show and share and
As
excited
a
about it.
consumer, I have never created an NFT, but as a consumer, we know the difference.
Dude,
Like
it's been a journey.
You can tell the difference between collections that are just thrown together and collections where care and effort have gone into making sure that every NFT in that collection is fire. Even if you have the 5,000th rank, it's still a cool NFT. Mavericks is one that did very good at that.
Yeah, and that's taking a lot of inspiration from the art side, but also what I'm hoping to drive, like build within the community as well. So the art side alone, like Mercutio has really got nailed it down to where I was trying to go with some of the inspiration. So I did just throw in a little sneak peek that we're going to be posting on the Pixel Pirates account, but you didn't just get one Sneezy for this episode. We're doing a whole little board here, pretty much a day or two in advance because of when I was planning on posting this, because it's after dark. We're talking about Alpha. We're talking about pirates. So showing up with something to share.
Hair Token, you got any questions for Atreyu? Because I got to go check this out. Oh, hell yeah. Yo, that dope. The pigtail trade's dope. Obligatory. Obviously, you have green laser eyes. I appreciate you.
Of course.
Wait, where can we see this?
Oh, I just pinned it up top. It might take a second to show up.
It is pinned to the top. So we got some leaks. There's some little details in there, some subtleties for people to be really looking around and exploring. For people that are nerdy like myself and maybe into pirates as well, you might enjoy some of the traits that we're going to be coming forward with, and also some of the collabs we've done with some of the OG collections that have really supported pirates since day zero. That again kind of shows what Aptos is about as a welcoming community and what's possible, right? For someone to just walk in and make friends, connections, and collaborations with awesome people. So yeah, there's a lot of subtleties in here.
I don't want to interrupt the Pixel Pirate interview because I have questions that I want to come back to, but I feel like we have two projects up here that have yet to launch, and I want to throw this question to both of you. Maybe we'll go to Hair Token first and then back to Atreyu and then continue with Pixel Pirates. But would you guys share a little bit about what your experience has been like as builders coming to Aptos?
Yeah, of course. Should I go first or?
Oh yeah, no, yeah. We're going to you first.
Okay. I'm starting to get a little bit loopy.
Well, that's the other thing. I know it's getting late for you, so we'll throw to you first.
Nice. Yeah, I mean it's definitely been refreshing. I've built, I've worked in other ecosystems, and with Polygon, done some work pretty close with the team there, and I mean they're great as well. But I think, but yeah, it's been incredibly refreshing. But we worked a lot with the Polygon team. I don't know if it's the foundation or what there, but we worked a lot with Polygon, but never really got into the community. I mean, they have a community there, but I think the community on Aptos is more supportive, generally more more open. I don't know. It's just, people are more reaching out to you to collaborate. I mean, it's more like, there's just a tighter environment here, and people are just more open, more willing to, reach out, willing to support. I mean, we had a lot of people wanting to reach out and collaborate with us, everything from, more serious DeFi projects, whatever else that, early on reached out and, all wanted to participate in our drop, wanted to participate after our drop, wanted to do just, fun campaigns with us and stuff. So that's been really refreshing on Aptos. I mean, that's just something great. I mean, of course, from the foundation, they're extremely supportive. I mean, I think it's, if they are, I mean, I think if they're aligned with your vision, if it's sort of like, if it makes sense, then, then they're extremely supportive. I mean, I think they'll open up any chat for you. They will help you, get to where you need to be. So, all around, definitely incredible place to build, incredible place to be.
So
Dude.
that's what's up. Yo,
I think hit most of it, to be honest with you. Like, my experience has been
fair.
super, super similar. Like, people have just been super welcoming. I think like that's been the shocking part for me. Big takeaway is how friendly and open, and yeah, the abundance mindset that we say on this podcast frequently. It's people are looking to build together and collectively and build each other up. And that goes for the collections, the projects, the people building, the community, and of course like the team. Like it's still taking some time to adjust to, like I'm sure it isn't for you as well, Si. Like, coming from other ecosystem, it's friendly, but it's different. It's a lot different in a very positive way.
Because it's sincere, it's not predatory, in my opinion. That's
Yeah.
one of the, because everybody's nice to you anywhere when they see an advantage that can be had off of you. The difference is here is it's a sincere want to help you. And like, yes, it's about finding synergies so that it makes sense for both parties. But at the end of the day, there's a sincerity to that generosity, to that abundance mindset.
1000%. 1000%.
Like the thing is like, even the projects that have made it on Aptos to this point, in my opinion, like nobody's made it the way that it's gonna be. Like there's this abundance mindset now. Wait until USDT is live. Wait until some of these partnerships come to fruition. Like I don't know, dude. I'm just bullish on the future of Aptos and this entire ecosystem and community. Not just the brilliant minds that are building the chain. I'm bullish on the people building on the foundation that they're laying for us.
Hell yeah.
I had said something that triggered a response, but I lost it now. Let's circle back to the Pixel Pirates grilling. I mean AMA. I mean talk.
Interview friendly.
Yeah. So
I mean, Sneezy, you've been waiting for this, I think, for
bro, dude, you know what point I'm bringing up next to you, motherfucker. You know how I was gonna ask it all fucking normal. Now I'm gonna ask it just like I want to. Like, yo, Pixel Pirates is coming back to the community platform. They're gonna be launching on Wapple. Can you tell us a little bit about that journey and that story? Because I think that this is the Pirates setting sail from the port they were supposed to from the get-go. But I would implore you to give us the rundown on what's happening.
Boy. Yeah. Okay. So I think that's a big one to begin with, right? Is that we're migrating from Rarible to Wapple. That's that where we've changed direction or updated our navigation and rerouted towards. So where we want to, exactly where we basically should have been. And the journey, it's been a long journey to say the least to get to this point, but it's the right spot to be. And the big takeaway here is we're going to the community platform. We're going to the platform that I think is going to support Pixel Pirates the most, and also the community as well. You know, we're going to where hopefully everyone can get the most value for where they're going, and not worry about anything else other than just enjoying the experience and building on Aptos. So, you know, what I'm kind of saying right now is with Wapple, you're not going to be worrying about any additional fees that are going to make your decisions or any uh, inconveniences to you as someone that's building on Aptos. So, you know, and it's again someone that truly just shout out to Rarible. I love the product. As someone you guess just heard my story. I've been on Ethereum. I was an Ethereum person for a while. You know, they were around in the beginning of my days of NFTs as well. So, you know, I have a lot of love and respect for the product and platform, but we are migrating. We've changed course, and Wapple is where we're going to set sail. And couldn't be more excited. Napresh is an absolute legend. He is so awesome, welcoming, and friendly. Just super supportive as well. Like so friendly and supportive. To make sure that, you know, again, like we're making sure that everything is good on our side, feeling confident, clear, and again for the community to have the best experience possible. So it's been a ride. It's been a ride. The seas have been it's been ups and downs, rough, but you know we're here now. So really excited about it. I'm gonna just throw out a little something that again the legend Mercutio made up, but it's a really cool little abode to our friends at Pixel Pirates, our friends at Wapple. So made a little PFP that we're just going to be updating, I think, both our PFPs, myself and the Pixel Pirates account towards the purple here. So yeah.
Yep, let's go. I can't give Wapple enough props for what they've done for the NFT ecosystem with providing auctions. If there's a new meme token that creators want to mint in, they've been nothing but accommodating, adding new tokens to be able to mint. If you are someone trying to launch a project, they will basically help you through the process and provide you with launchpad services with zero platform fees. Like when I say that's the community launchpad, I mean because they legitimately are doing what they're doing for the community.
Dude,
And it's all
100%.
open, and it's all open source. Like,
Can't forget about that little subtlety there. It's super true. Wapple is open source. But yeah, dude, it's they're there to support where each because they're only focused on Aptos, right? It's a big differentiator. So yeah, huge shout out Napresh, Wapple. Really freaking excited to be kind of making this more formal and announced. We're gonna of course be tweeting about this, but again, we're talking about Aptos Alpha After Dark here, so we're getting Alpha on Pixel Pirates.
yo, let's go. Let's go. I would sincerely hope that if Pixel Pirates was going to drop Alpha, that they would do it in this space. I mean,
as a first time guest,
I mean, if you're in a spook space dropping Alpha, I would allow it, but otherwise, I'd be pretty sad.
imagine no,
And I wouldn't even blame you. Like Baba just coaxes it out of people. Like they don't even realize they're giving Alpha the way he asks questions.
Shout out Baba. We see you down there.
Yo,
Let's
Hondo,
go.
it's early morning for him. He very well may have fallen asleep.
Global community showing up and supporting. That's all I can say.
Yeah, no, dude, I'm very excited about the launch coming up on Wapple. Do we can you just refresh everyone's memory as to collection size, mint price, all the stuff that really matters to us?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, so I mean the total supply of pirates is 8,888. That is the collection size right now. There is going to be 3 different tiers for minting pirates and when it's going to be on Waffle. It's for those that are OPs out there. The original pirates is what they're short for, or OP. A lot of people have put in a lot of time, energy, and effort to get to this role, which I am.
Yo, they took part in the whole treasure map, treasure hunt.
Yeah, Seriously though, I mean, it is a lot of effort to get to this end state that is the OP role, and we ended up getting pretty much all of the islands have been discovered over this period of time, and then we showed how to find each island from basically supporting us on socials or from connecting to some software to help us, like, I guess you could say, like, kind of prove that you've supported, or you said GM in the Discord, or screamed YAR in the Discord, or shown a pirate flag. There's like all these different random routes that we gamified how to get this OP role. And basically, if you followed the map, you followed the steps, you then were able to claim this OP role, which gets you to the mints, and why that's important. The OP role is for free. It's 100% for free. You're gonna be able to get a few pixel pirates for free actually as well, so greater than one, which is, I think, pretty freaking cool. So hopefully the effort, everyone's excited about that. We're gonna then have obviously a whitelist and an allow list, whitelist, allow list role, and that's going to be for 1 Aptos, and then the public mint is going to be for 3 Aptos. So the TLDR here is that it is a paid mint, but the people that showed up early and went through and supported either in our community collaborations that we partnered with that are going to be shown throughout this collection, or any of the few collections that we did partner with when it came to the OP giveaways, or you showed up and supported through the treasure map hunt, yeah, you are going to be able to claim a few for free, which is awesome.
Oh,
Dude, I mean, that's what it's all about, right? Like showing up, gamifying, having fun in the journey, and building up towards, like, what can be, any type of experience.
I would rather see free mints go to people that were active and took part in the running up over just somebody that buys their way into it.
100%. And I mean, that's basically it, right? Like we only did OP giveaways with some of our partner collections in the ecosystem that are, that have supported the Pixel Pirates and have been basically supportive of this initiative of gamifying and pushing things forward in a fun and collaborative way. And it's been really, really fun to see how this has built up over the few months that we've been running, and to also see the challenges that some people had when it came to the treasure map, and how to like discover certain things and overcome them, either as a community, people offering help. It was really fun to see the interactions within the Discord of people when that was really less known. People like kind of like trying to uncover and hack like kind of the remaining islands that were left. So each of the if you didn't follow the journey, Pixel Pirates during the beginning of this had a treasure map that was totally hidden, and like pretty much periodically we would uncover an island which described the steps to then achieve a result that would progress you towards the original pirate role. And we ended up seeing people like basically collaborate and help each other to achieve these roles when they weren't fully clear of how to do them, even though with the steps being cleared. And then also like trying to figure out the alternatives as they were stumbling around. They would say GM just because it's natural. They'd get a role. They'd be like, oh, I have this role, but that's not actually publicly said yet. So then like people would then like be telling other people how to collect this role. It was really interactive and fun to see how this played out in a way that I was hopeful, but excited to see that it did actually occur like that. So, the bottoms up, people, community kind of sharing and collaborating to getting there. It was fun little gamification pre-mint.
So speaking of gamification, what is the pirate's main pastime?
Main pastime.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, sailing the seas, hunting for treasure.
Oh, for fuck's sake, remove him. God damn it. What the hell? Yard work, he says.
Yar!
Oh my God. No, you hit the nail on the head with the second one. What can you tell me about hunting treasure?
Hunting treasure. Yeah, okay. I see where you're going with this one. So, I think if you're in our Discord right now and you are a member of the community, you might, kind of see what the FAQs are of this. It's we have when mints, how to claim OP, and then the roadmap. The roadmap forever and still to this day does say art is the roadmap for now. And I think the big kicker is the last 2 words there, for now. Yeah, Pixel Pirates is for sure going to be doing more than art, even though we absolutely love the freaking art and can't wait to share it with everybody. coming here with a builder mentality, ready to build products, ready to gamify more than what's possible. And the overall big picture for Pixel Pirates is to show what is possible with games and Aptos. As someone that's been interested in blending these two verticals for years now at this point, Aptos is at the point where we actually can do some of the things that I've always dreamt of doing with gaming, and we're going to be bringing that to the chain. So building games and bringing that on chain entirely for Aptos. And a little bit more alpha here, just to say it. I don't know, man, I don't know how far I want to go here, but that's the big picture, is to push on-chain gaming and what's feasible with on-chain gaming to get people that are non-gamers excited about gaming, for the people that are Web 2 gamers to get them excited about Web 3 gaming without even knowing that they're playing an on-chain game potentially. That's kind of the end goal. And to really provide more vitalization to gaming and the overlap of what you can do with basically an entirely open and interoperable database, which is basically the Aptos blockchain. So yeah, I hope everyone's excited for some gaming and what's humanly possible here, and how we're going to push that forward in a way that I don't think many people have gotten to just yet. So we're really, really excited about pushing the bounds of gaming and having Aptos be that vehicle to help us get there. It's been a long time coming for me, and I'm really, really pumped about this.
There's so much in gaming that's only possible on Aptos. I know we throw that around as like tag words or hype words, but like there is so much coming in the gaming industry that just is not possible anywhere else, or maybe possible in one or two other places, but they need to get their shit sorted out.
Dude, the biggest way that I like to explain to people from the gamer's perspective is, imagine if you were able to do a certain quest by playing Diablo 4, for example, and then logging into your World of Warcraft account, and then being able to have a unique quest based on your Diablo 4 like experience. So that is in essence what an open database can do, which is Aptos. And it's called interoperability. And we can do that, and we're going to build that in some essence with Pixel Pirates and some of the games that we're going to be pushing out. And Enstra, why not? While we're here, I will say that we already have a game, and it's a we have a game. It might already be on testnet. So we might be pushing the bounds quicker than I think everyone might be expecting when it comes to this type of talking. So get prepared for maybe gaming sooner than what you may think. first mint, then gaming, I guess. But yeah, I mean, gaming is sooner than you may think when it comes to Pixel Pirates and what we're cooking.
There's been a hot second where I personally have been wondering what is going to come first.
I mean, it's a valid question at this point. It's a very valid question. We're at the point where I very well may be, if you're in the Discord for Pixel Pirates, if you are paying attention and I see you active within Pixel Pirates and you're an OP, for example, you very well may be one of the first people to be playing, sharing feedback, and pushing what's possible to the forefront of gaming on Aptos. So get excited. We're bringing community, we're bringing gaming, and we're bringing decentralization. We're going to blend all that together.
Yo, let's go. Okay, bro, we might run a couple minutes long, but we're going to talk innovation on chain. We're going to bump to a person real quick, and then we're going to go to Ahmed from Kid Labs, just because we're on a only possible on Aptos side.
Really, really quick, one other thing before we pass the person, just to close the loop on Pixel Pirates here. Community, DAOs, they're coming. I hope everyone's ready. On-chain governance, we're going to be pushing some of this forward as well.
Like proper DAO? Like vote for shit on-chain?
Yeah, exactly. Vote for shit on-chain. We're bringing it back.
Like a proper DAO, not just throwing words around.
We are actually going to make a community DAO, and we're going to figure out how to do that collectively once we get going here, and basically bring some of the community funds or some of the mint funds into the community DAO for the community to actually vote and decide on how to use and leverage this. So pretty also excited to see that we're going to go and fund a community DAO and see where that goes as far as what the community is most interested in. So that's where I'm going to leave it, though, to close the loop on Pixel Pirates. Super excited. Minting soon. Wobble, gaming, decentralization. Let's go. Over to you, A-person.
Let's go.
Love you, bro.
Let's go to some bling bling.
Howdy, howdy. I'll share real quick because I am at the second job there, well, third job maybe, whichever way you want to look at it. Now, Ringz still can mint them. If you have minted a ring, make sure you're in the Discord. That way you can get that claim form. Make sure you're verified. You can get the claim form. So that way, September 30th, I'm going to start crafting these bad boys. So if you're interested in that, definitely pick yourself up a ring. There's a cool little website that's connected with them with a little NFT chip inside, NFC chip. So yeah, you scan it, brings you to a website where we can pick you up with 79 different Aptos projects.
Dude, not gonna lie, person, I am getting sized this weekend, I hope, or any day now, waiting for a sizer to show up. And I also have my other ring holder that is also getting sized with me. Two of them, yeah, like the people that I have rings for getting sized with me very shortly as well. So I cannot wait to fill out this form and get into the process. Super pumped.
I can't wait as well. We're 22% minted out, so there's still a chance. The price of Aptos is rising and lowering and rising and lowering, so now is as good a time as any if you want to get in for a good price. It's very fair. Shipping's included. When you fill the form out, everything like that, it's everything included.
Yo, let's go. International shipping, you just get your ring, fill out the form, you're ready to rock and roll. I got mine
That's
already because I'm sneaky like that. I have 5 of your NFT rings on Chronos. The Aptos one is by far my favorite.
Oh,
Every time
yeah.
I go out, every time I go out for a break, it changes color. I don't know, dude. I love it.
Well, I'm back to work, so I got to go back to work. But awesome show as always.
Appreciate you,
super
bro.
excited. Oh, appreciate you guys.
Oh, you fat-fingered son of a bitch.
You guys kill this shit every week, man. There you go. I know who it was. Thank you guys. I love you guys. Have a good night.
Yo, love you, bro. Yo,
Love
okay.
you.
I'm glad Hair Token's still here because this is going to be one hell of an introduction. I don't know if Ahmed and Hair Token have met yet, but this is just like the energy in this room is about to go up. Yo, what's up, Ahmed? How you doing, bro?
Hey, yo, what's up, guys? I'm back at it.
Yo, what up?
What
Yo,
up?
how we doing, bro?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm going through the moon right now, building, doing the usual late nights. You know, the vibes are all the way up. Doesn't matter if Aptos is up, down, wherever. You know what I mean? Big.
Who gives a shit, bro? We're building. We're building.
You building?
Hell yeah. Man, I stopped watching all those charts because I'm like, at the end of the day, we got some amazing builders in the space and amazing builders on Aptos. You know, these charts are all leading indicators. You know, not leading indicators, man. I'm just saying, if everybody stays shipping, we'll be good.
Yo, that's just it. Just keep your eyes on the builders and what they're doing. It's just a matter of time. This shit is inevitable.
Yeah, like, you know, Jay-Z said it the best. Smart money on hoe, fuck with the dummy stock, right? At the end of the day.
Yo, let's go.
Can't say I've ever heard that, but I mean, it makes sense. Let's go.
Yeah, for real, guys. But yeah, ultimately, what up, guys? Always got to jump in after a long day. It's a Monday, but usual spiel. Hi, everybody. My name's Ahmed. I'm a crash test dummy. I love Move, and I love all the folks in this chat. We make cool shit. We do cool shit. And yeah, I'll leave it at that.
Let's go.
Yo, bro, we were talking about it at the beginning of the space. Like, we're pumped. We're ready to cook. We're looking forward to Aptos After Dark in New York City.
Oh, yo, I'm so down. Can we just put a date on it right now? Just throw a fucking date on it. Let's go. Let's do it.
Yo, I'm telling you, the November 31st weekend. November 31st is Saturday.
November
Let's cook
31st.
something. Let's cook something up around the 30th.
Let me
30th,
check.
31st. Let's fucking cook.
Oh, 100%. If that's a day we got more than enough time to plan. Let's do the New York's really good on Saturdays. Let's see. We can make it a less of a Web3 meets music, meets dope people, meets vibes type thing.
Yo, let's go.
All right, you sold me.
Yo, like on the fence. Yeah, no, I'm coming.
Yeah, like seriously. Like I think it's the best meetups are always like the ad hoc ones where you're just like, hey, let's put a date to it. Like we have more than a month, more than actually almost. I think it's.
No, we got 2 months. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think that's a good one. It brings us in, like, sets the vibes for the holiday season. Like, those next 4 spaces going into Christmas, New Year's are going to be such a fucking vibe after that party.
Oh hell yeah, we're gonna have stories we're gonna be sharing on this. A lot of the builder stories connecting, but a lot of stories that
Dude, the networking that comes out of these fucking events is insane. Like, just from being able to be face to face with people, like,
100%.
wild to me. Like, it's so undervalued. As I
Oh,
keep telling people, if you can go to a meetup, if you can go to a fucking crypto Web3 related party, fucking do it.
I actually double tap on that. I think outside of Web3, just to meet people that you'll have genuine like connections with, whether it be personal hobbies, basketball, music, gaming, whatever it is, like you get to know each other on a deeper level. And whether it's what you're building now or what you're building in the future, right? Because we're all entrepreneurs, we build amazing products regardless. That's how we're built. We're crazy. These are great ways to build a network and great ways to like foster an ecosystem that you can look to, maybe not today, but down the line.
Yo, yep. It's the connections, man. Like, we talk about it all the time in this space. Like, well, I do anyways. Like, I'm so bullish on everybody here that hangs out in these spaces right now, not because of what you're doing right now, but because of who you're going to be in the next 5 years, just from being here and making the connections and being in the space as early as you are. Like, everyone who's coming hanging out here is at a serious fucking advantage, in my opinion.
Yeah, 150%. Like these intimate groups are like how bigger things are founded in the future, in my opinion, right? It's about being in a space where you're all like resonating on that same wavelength, right? Like, everybody talks about tech, everybody talks about move. I think it also boils down to like how intimate the vibes are. And that really what it is, man. I think personally the closest relationships I have in my life are people that I like just sat there and just riffed with, you know what I mean? Plus tequila helps out, you know what I mean? That's also plus there. But yeah, no, I absolutely agree.
Tequila can definitely help.
Yo, we cooking. Yo, okay. DeFi BNS has his hand up. I don't know if it's a question for Pixel Pirates, Ringz, or Kid Labs. Let it rip, bro. Welcome to the space.
Welcome to After Dark.
GM guys. I'm DeFi BNS. DeFi BNS. So thank you for all the people that have spoken. I've learned one or two. So I have a question. The question is concerning this post that Aptos after Aptos posted concerning Aptos capping. Aptos capping, the original pirate journey. So he said that limited offer time to claim spots on the Discord channel. So I've joined the Discord channel. So I've not seen the where I can navigate to claim the spot. So then I wanted to ask, do you get me clearly?
So I think you're asking, once you've joined the Discord, how to become an original pirate. Is that kind of the ask?
Yes, start to claim the spot. Start to claim spot. Is that there's a spot bet in the Discord? So it is how can I claim the spot? That's what I'm trying to ask. Do you get me? Original fire spot. How can I claim it? Am I clear?
Yeah, kind of. I think you maybe clarifying the question one more time. I'm sorry, Sneezy. Can you help me, or is this?
Yo,
do you
I'm at
want
a
it to
little
be
bit of a
clear?
loss because he's coming in a little bit ruggy for me.
Yeah, I agree.
Yo,
Uh,
DeFi, what I would recommend is maybe send Atreyu a DM with a question, especially if it's a specific question about Discord and the Pixel Pirates.
Yeah, I can definitely help you with that, whatever it
I,
is. Just shoot me a DM and I got you.
Yo, Hundo P.
I've sent. I've dropped the comments. I've dropped it under the comments. I've typed it on the comment section and I've sent it. So you can check the comment section and you'll see what I asked.
Okay, we check the comments. Okay, cool. We'll check. If you also want to shoot me a DM as well, I for sure can help in any additional questions that you may have.
Okay.
Let's go, dude. Thank you for coming up and hanging out with us for a second, though.
Thank you. Enjoy your day.
Let's.
Enjoy your day. Thank you. And keep building.
Yeah, dude.
I said enjoy your day and keep
Yeah,
building.
enjoy the day. Keep building. Let's go. DeFi analyst, researching and trading, Web3 content writer. Let's go, DeFi. DeFi BNS, guys. Drop a follow.
Yo, let's go. Yo, bro, we're actually on time, and I think we kind of hit a good spot to wrap up. We're cooking a party with Kid Labs. Hair Token is planning a massive hair drop for the community. They're going to be onboarding through base, going after the bald baddies. And we got Pixel Pirates probably the most anticipated mint for the last fucking 8 months, finally going to be dropping. Want to give a huge shout out to all of our speakers tonight. Everybody who came up, shared their stories. Shout out to every single one of you listening in the space, listening back on Spotify, listening back on YouTube, watching any of the shorts. Appreciate the fuck out of you. Just keep being awesome. Atreyu, any parting words?
Legendary space. Great to be a first-time guest, and appreciate everyone that showed up to hang out with us as we continue to build Aptos collectively together and showing what is possible. So let's freaking go. Let's grow. Let's go.
Yo, let's grow. Mullets for life. Have a great Monday.
Yar!
We'll see you tomorrow's Tuesday. We've got Spook Space, 12 p.m. EST, and Let's Talk About It Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. EST. Wednesday, busy day. Oh, actually, emergency add to that list for tomorrow. 10:30 a.m. There's going to be the inner follicle with hair token. Kind of a little bit short notice, but 10:30 a.m., 12 p.m., 7:30 p.m. Spaces tomorrow. We'll see you around. Have a great night. Love you guys. Peace.